all know that the air is everywhere and it is colorless, tasteless and odorless. Take a jar filled with water. Now pour the water out to empty it. You may use it to water a plant. Tell me what is there in the jar now? Nothing? Now invert that jar in a bucket filled with water. You will notice some bubbles coming out of the jar. How did the bubbles appear? These are air bubbles. That means the jar was not empty at all but contained air. Since the air is lighter than water, it rose. You know that the air surrounds the earth. But how far does it reach? This is a picture of Himalayan mountain. While climbing up this mountain, one needs to carry oxygen cylinders. The air at the top is very sparse, meaning the air particles are away from one another and not tightly bound. The air becomes thinner and thinner with height. We face breathing problem in thin air and suffer from breathlessness. There is covering of air around the earth up to 50 kilometers. It is called atmosphere. We cannot stay alive outside the atmosphere. The air around the earth contains many gases. Oxygen, carbon dioxide are the familiar names. We require oxygen for living. Carbon dioxide is necessary to the plants for their survival. During daytime, plants inhale carbon dioxide and exhale oxygen. In this way, we, the human beings, get the required oxygen from plants. Therefore, we must plant trees. Trees give us oxygen, which is very much essential for us. Another gas in the atmosphere present in a large amount is nitrogen. In fact, the maximum amount of gas in the air is nitrogen. Observe this diagram. It shows the percentage of gases in the atmosphere. Let us conduct a simple experiment. Light a candle. Now cover it with a transparent glass in such a way that some air can enter it. Let there be a small gap between the plate and the glass. Then cover it completely. Note down your observations in all the three cases. The candle kept burning when there was no glass over it. What happened when it was partly covered? What happened when it was covered completely? Why did it happen? Air could not enter when the candle was completely covered. That is why the candle was extinguished. From this, we understand that air is necessary for combustion, burning. Have you seen the wood stoves used in villages? How do they light the stove? They blow air on the wood. Sometimes they even use a metal pipe for blowing. This supply of air helps the burning. You know that oxygen gas is present in the air. This gas helps combustion. Oxygen is useful for living as well as for combustion. Do you know that during summer there are outbreaks of wildfire or forest fire in jungles? The fire spreads rapidly. The fire is caused due to rubbing of branches of trees. Wind, that means air, spreads it all over. Now you must have clearly understood that air is necessary for combustion. Watch your mother when she is cooking. Many times she puts a lid on the pan. Why? What do you see on removing the lid? Water droplets are collected on the inner side of the lid. Where does the water come from? You may conduct one more experiment. Remember, you should do it under the guidance of your parents. Keep a pot of water on the gas for heating. When you see steam coming out, cover it with a dry lid. Put off the gas after water starts boiling. Remove the lid, carefully and observe under the inner surface of the lid. You will find water droplets there. The lid was dry. Where did the water come from? It is the steam or water vapor which you saw earlier turned into water. The vapor was formed by boiling the water. That means the water turned into gaseous state. Water vapor is always present in the air, but we are unable to see it. It can be seen only after water is boiled. You must have seen smoke in big cities or near the factories. This smoke contains carbon dioxide in large amount. Excess amount of this gas is harmful to all of us. Plants absorb this gas, so tree plantation on a large scale is necessary. Summary: air is lighter than water. There is air around the earth up to 50 kilometers. This cover of air is called atmosphere. As we go away from the surface of the earth, the air becomes sparse and thin. It is difficult to breathe when the air is sparse. Air contains different gases. Plants absorb carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. This is how we get the oxygen which is essential for our life. Oxygen is essential for the combustion. The maximum amount of gas present in the air is nitrogen. There is water vapor in the air. Exercise. Answer the following. Name the covering around the earth consisting of air. Which gas do the plants absorb? Name the gases in the air. Which gas is essential for survival? State whether right or wrong. Human beings require carbon dioxide for living. Air is present up to 50 kilometers around the earth. The maximum amount of gas present in the air is carbon dioxide. As we go away from earth, the air becomes dense. Air is heavier than water. Activity. Draw a picture of the earth and atmosphere around it.